Coming up on today's show, we're going to check out some free agent wide receivers just in case things go south with Courtland Sutton. But if you want to see Sutton return to Denver in 2024, hit the thumbs up button. Who knows? You may stumble across this video, see it has 400 plus likes, and decide, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm coming to practice tomorrow. Welcome on into the Broncos Breakdown by Chat Sports. Matthew Peterson here, looking at 5 free agent wide receivers just in case things really take a turn for the worse with Courtland Sutton. Let me open up by saying I don't expect that to happen. We are not at that stage just yet, but I'm also old enough to remember when the New York Giants once said, we didn't just extend Odell Beckham Jr. to trade him. And then they traded him to the Browns a week later. So welcome to the NFL. Things can change quickly. And as a proud Eagle Scout, got to be prepared. So let's check out some free agent wide receivers, starting with Michael Thomas from originally the New Orleans Saints, but he is an NFL free agent. And it looks like his time in the NFL is coming to an end unless he gets a phone call in the next few weeks or months. The last 4 years for Thomas, of course, have not been kind. He has missed a lot of time, missed all of 2021. In fact, he's only played a combined 20 games over the last 4 seasons. I mean, think about it. Michael Thomas has played 20 games since the start and end of the pandemic. That was a long time ago. Not good. Not good at all. But the way Michael Thomas emerged on the scene, his first 4 seasons in the NFL, second-round pick out of Ohio State, 92 grabs, rookie year, 1,100 plus yards, 9 touchdowns. I mean, yeah, if you can find this Michael Thomas, every team would sign up for that and sign him in a heartbeat. The issue is we haven't seen that version of Michael Thomas in a long time, right? You can look at Michael Thomas's rookie year versus the last 4 seasons combined, and in just his rookie season, he's got more touchdowns, more yards, sure, 3 less grabs, but 20 fewer targets, and he did it all in 15 fewer games. So, listen, when it comes to the idea of reuniting Sean Payton and Michael Thomas, you should have low expectations for Michael Thomas. Even if they sign Thomas in addition to Courtland Sutton returning, I don't want anyone hanging on to the 2016 to 2019, NFL single-season receptions record Michael Thomas. I think that guy is gone. I don't think we've seen that guy again. Not sold, by the way, on Michael Thomas playing very well with Bo Nix. Not so much from just a, schematical fit, right? It's kind of, I wouldn't say, super simple, 5-year-old, see ball, catch ball, doesn't matter what the quarterback and wide receiver scheme background is. But, I mean, I go back to when Michael Thomas tweeted out after his season came to an end because of a poor throw from Derek Carr last year. Well, if I didn't get set up by a bad ball, I probably would have had a light little 1K yards this year, but could have, should have, I know, I get it, LOL. So, not great to see your wide receiver publicly throw the quarterback under the bus. Imagine what he's going to do when he's got a rookie quarterback who definitely will have some missed throws, have some growing pains, and have some rookie quarterback moments. To me, I'm not sure if Michael Thomas is the wide receiver you want, nurturing and helping and bringing along a rookie quarterback. I don't think that's going to mesh super well if he was upset with veteran Derek Carr. Also, just worth noting, you could prorate Michael Thomas's stats last year to have him play all 17 games, and I mean, it's not a perfect way of putting together someone's projected stats, but he wasn't even on pace for 1,000 yards last year. He was on pace for 761 yards. Sure, give him an extra 100 yards. Give an extra 200 yards. He's still not at 1,000. So, no, I don't think Thomas was on pace for a light little 1K yards. He was looking maybe like an 800-yard. You could even round up to 850-yard receiver, and we're still not in the same zip code of 1,000 yards. So would you sign Michael Thomas? Give me a yes, give me a no. I'm passing on signing Michael Thomas. If you want to sign him because you want to find that 2016 to 2019 version of him, power to you, and I wish you luck. I don't think that guy's coming out anytime soon. I think that guy is gone, and the player we have seen over the last 4 years is a much more accurate representation of what you get from Michael Thomas in 2024 than the guy you saw in the first 4 years of his NFL career. Second wide receiver to check out, let's talk about Hunter Renfrow, the slant boy king. The slot king, I should say, as Thomas is the slant boy king. Listen, Hunter Renfrow is not a Courtland Sutton replacement. If things were to go horribly wrong with Courtland Sutton, he gets dealt, and you sign Hunter Renfrow, I don't want anyone watching to think, oh, the Broncos have their next Courtland Sutton. No, the Broncos have another wide receiver on their roster. But this wide receiver is not going to play the same role whatsoever as Courtland Sutton. In fact, you can look at their career percentage of snaps taken out wide. Courtland Sutton, 83.5% of his snaps have been out wide, which means we're looking at about 16.5 coming in the slot. Meanwhile, Michael Thomas, not quite as high as Courtland Sutton, but much closer to it than Hunter Renfrow, who has only taken about a quarter of his NFL career snaps out wide, with 3/4 of them coming in the slot. So no, you are not replacing Courtland Sutton. You are adding a slot wide receiver. And that's not a bad thing necessarily, but don't think that you have yourself your next Courtland Sutton or even like a Walmart version of it. You have a different style wide receiver altogether. And also, Renfrow, he's kind of sucked the last 2 years. That's just really the brutally honest way to put it. Went over 1,000 yards in a breakout 2021 season, 9 touchdowns, had a nice contract extension come his way, and then he crashed down to earth and was extremely unproductive for the Raiders. You can attribute that to horrible coaching with Josh McDaniels, spotty at best quarterback play between Brian Hoyer, Jimmy Garoppolo, Aiden O'Connell last year, and then the end of Derek Carr in 2022 and a little bit of Jarrett Stidham at the end of that run. But no, I don't think Hunter Renfrow's 2021 season is going to reemerge in 2024. However, he is your next best option because when you look at the other players, I think I would pick Renfrow over them. Maybe there's one other guy we're going to look at I would pick over Hunter Renfrow, but this is just a tough pill to swallow moment where you go, it's June. There's no one coming off the street to save you. If Courtland Sutton is gone, and this is a big reason why you may not agree, and I kind of don't either, with the reason why Courtland Sutton is not showing up to OTAs, but you need him more than he needs you because you have a rookie quarterback. He's going to need a good wide receiver to throw to make sure he progresses nicely in his rookie season and it's not flushed down the toilet and the Broncos are the laughingstock because they gave their rookie quarterback Marvin Mims, Josh Reynolds, and Tim Patrick off an ACL and Achilles injury. Does anyone think that's a recipe for success for Knicks? No, I don't. Now, before we look at the next 3 free agent wide receivers, if you want to get with Prize Picks, then definitely check them out today because we have such awesome deals going on here. When you download the Prize Picks app, all you've got to do is pick 2 to 6 players and then choose more or less on their projected stats. You could turn $10, into $1,000. $10 into $1,000 when you win big with Prize Picks. All you've got to do is correctly pick 2 to 6 player stat projections, and then with easy withdrawals, your winnings are in your pocket. So take the NBA Finals Game 1 between the Celtics and the Mavs. I'm taking the more, call me risque here, 0.5 points for Jason Tatum. Got a good feeling on that one. Also going to take the more on Luka Doncic at 31.5 points. Producer Joey Peterson is a Mavs fan, so we'll keep the good vibes rolling for him. And so I'll take more on Derek Lively at points, rebounds, and assists combined at 17. If you like my selections, feel free to download the app today and use code CLNS for a first-time deposit match up to $100. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video, but get started with the #1 daily fantasy sports app in North America today. Download Prize Picks and use code CLNS for a first-time deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. I want to lump these last 3 guys together because they're not really in a different tier than, say, Michael Thomas and Hunter Renfrow. Russell Gage, Jamal Agnew, and then Mecole Hardman. So look at their previous season stats. Russell Gage, I'll add right now, missed all of 2023, suffered a season-ending injury in training camp. So his numbers are from 2022. Meanwhile, the numbers you see for Agnew and Mecole Hardman are for 2023. The guy that jumps out to me from this group right here, though, I would say is Russell Gage. He's probably the most proven of the three receivers. Had some really good seasons with Atlanta. I mean, we're talking about a guy with back-to-back 700-plus yard receiving seasons, and it's June, and he's a free agent. Sure, he didn't have 10 touchdowns like Courtland Sutton did in those years, but Courtland Sutton last year had 750 or so receiving yards. So when you're looking from a yard replacement standpoint, if you want to go Moneyball on me, like, this is your replacement without breaking the bank. Denver, as we can see, though, just can't afford to lose Courtland Sutton. I don't dislike Russell Gage or really any of the guys we talked about on screen, all that much, but no, they don't hold a candlestick to what Courtland Sutton can probably do for this team in 2024. And if the Broncos are serious about getting the most out of Bo Nix, they need to hold on to Courtland Sutton, because today's video wasn't supposed to be this uplifting, inspiring TED Talk about if Courtland Sutton goes, don't worry, Michael Thomas will come save the day. No, he won't. He's not. So you can't lose Sutton. You may not like the reasons why he's not at camp. And listen, I think it's a little petty as well. I don't know if petty's the best word to describe it, but I mean, we're arguing over $1.5 million when Sutton got a nice 4-year, $60 million contract extension and was kind of garbage-ish. That's a little harsh, but it wasn't spectacular, I should say, the first few years of that extension. Then last year puts together a nice 10-touchdown campaign, and he's not going to show up to OTAs with his rookie quarterback because he wants another $1.5 million. Meanwhile, Garrett Bowles is out there on the last year of his contract with no guaranteed money left. Like, make it make sense a little bit. But still, you need Sutton because you need to have Nix throw to someone good. So what is your concern level over Courtland Sutton and this entire, I wouldn't say fiasco, we're not at that level yet, but a growing, problem potentially? I'd put myself at like a 3.5. I mean, if he does not show up to mandatory minicamp next week, I'd jump to a 7. All right, I think it's worthy of that kind of jump because he's serious about this. He's taking fines, and then that's when things could really start to, spiral out of control. So for me, I'm at a 3.5 right now. Give me your concern level down below in the comment section. 2 videos ago, I think it was, I asked everyone watching at the end to drop a DEN in the comment section. And I just picked 10 of you that commented early in the video. So a little bit of a combination of the Noti gang, first ones to view the video, and the end of the video crew. So shout out to G-Trons. Dion Sharp is always in the comment section. Same goes for Salt of Solomon. Robert, Connie Collins. Rod Bass has been commenting on videos for as long as I've been making them. So Rod's been hanging out with me for like 3 years. Heath, your dog is beautiful. Great picture of the dog there. Jacob Youngblood, another comment section OG. We got LD and then DC also at the end of the video. So appreciate all of you guys that watch all the way to the end. It really does help support the channel, and I hope you enjoy the content I put out there for you. If you do, give us a like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the deal by now, and we'll see you all tomorrow.